Hello everyone. Previously we had discussed about the fetch API and error handling mechanisms, right? So today we'll be discussing about the functional programming in JavaScript. This is very simple, right? Today everyone is making use of the functional programming itself rather than going for the class. So everyone is making use of the functional programming itself. Let's discuss let's discuss this very briefly. So what does functional programming means? What does it do? Let's try to understand. Functional programming emphasizes basically immutability, pure functions, and first class functions, allowing for the predictable and testable code. So in simple terms, it emphasizes immutability, pure functions, and first class functions that we need to remember. So basically what it allows for the predictable and testable code. You have to remember basically functional programming emphasizes on the immutability, pure functions, and first class functions. So let's try to understand the same with the simple example. So first one, let's try to understand using the higher order functions. Second example, we'll go with the how to make use of the compose functions or composing functions, right? First, let's try to understand using the higher order function. So I'll just come here quickly. Let a double I. Sorry, did I give something? Yeah. Sorry. This one, I'll just give some elements within the array. In my case, I'll just give 1, 2, 3. I'll just make use of one more variable named double. Here, let me make use of the map. So let me call something. Here, I'll just take x. Let me give here x into 3. Let's log something like double. So what we are doing here, is we are making use of the array map or the map function, which creates a new array by doubling the each element. By doubling the each element means we have to get the output 2, 4, and 6, right? So let's try to run the code here. We are getting the output 2, 4, and 6. This is how we make use of the higher order function. So next, let's try with the composing functions example. So I quickly delete this one. I hope this is clear. Let's go with the new example. Nothing but composing functions. I'll just quickly give here. Let add equals. Let me take something like x. Yeah. I'll just give here x plus 2. Another thing, I'll just take here multiply. Let me consider x again here. Arrow function. Let me give something like x into 3. So here quickly, let me make use of the variable name compose, as this is example of the composing functions, right? So I'll just pass f and g. So here, let me give x f of, or you don't have to give the braces over here. This one f of g of x. So what this line is doing here is, we are just combining two functions here. This one, add and multiply. We are combining by making use of the this one within the compose. So here, what we are doing here, we are combining the two functions in simple terms. So next, what I'll do, let me make use of the variable name result here. Let me give compose of add and multiply. We have to give something, right? Some number. I'll just give, in my case, I'll just call 5 here. So here, also let's try to log the result, right? So console log of, I'll just give here, I have considered result itself. This one, what this does here is, I have considered 5, right? So basically first function is this one, 5 plus 2 here, this one, 5 plus 2 into 3. This will consider in this way while we make use of the compose function. This basically, I'll come here. This one I'll explain correctly. I'll quickly explain. This one, compose add comma multiply of 5. What we have given here, this basically applies multiply first. Then it will apply add. Nothing but then add, right? So here this will be 5 into 3 first. Sorry, 5 into 3 first. That will be 15. 15 plus here 5 plus 2 is nothing but 7. 15 plus 7 is nothing but 5 into 3 is 15. 15 plus 2 here. Addition. Sorry. I got confused here. 15 plus 2 is nothing but we have to get the output 17 while I log the result. So if I try running the code, we have to get the output 17. Sorry, I got confused here. So the output that we are getting is correct. So here this line composed of add comma multiply of 5. This one applies multiply first, then add. This one here, this f of g of x, what we have given here, this one combines the two functions add and multiply. So this combines two functions and this one applies the multiply first, then add. So it will be 5 into 3 plus 2, nothing but 5 into 3, 15 plus 2, 17. That's what we have got the output here, right? So this works absolutely correct. Next, I hope the concept of functional programming in JavaScript is completely clear. The first example that we went with is using the higher order functions, and the second example, composing functions. So next we will be discussing about the understanding eval and avoiding its pitfalls. So we will understand how to implement the eval and how to avoid its pitfall. For now, this is it. Thanks for watching.